Hello and welcome to the Stamp Camp. It's Thursday night, which means it's One Sheet Wonder Night. Tonight I am going to show you how to create 4 different cards from one 12 by 12 sheet. We will be using the Wildflower Birthday Specialty Designer Series paper to create all 4 cards. Now 2 of the cards are fun fold cards and they are done identically. We will just change things up a little bit, make one a birthday card, one a wedding card, and then with the leftover scraps, we're going to make a couple more cards. So let's change the camera and get started. All right, so the Wildflower Birthday Specialty Paper is part of my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit for this month. Club members will receive the full 12 by 12 of this gorgeous paper. What makes it specialty is that it has gold foiling running through it, but not only that, it also has 2 sheets of die cuts. I love it when these paper packs come with die cuts, so there's no hand cutting. You have gorgeous images that you can die cut or punch, I should say, punch from the paper. Now there's 2 sheets. That means you get 2 of every die cut. They are beautiful. Now when I punch mine all out so they don't get folded over or bent. And then I put them inside an empty stamp case. But aren't these gorgeous? So we're going to be using some of these tonight. We are going to be making 4 cards. Now, club members do not need the Coordinating Birthday Celebrations bundle to create their club cards, but if they wish to do the One Sheet Wonder, the bonus on Thursday night cards, then they're probably going to want the bundle, and if they want their sentiments on their cards to be identical to mine, they're going to want to get the bundle. There is 1 sheet in the pack. You can see I've cut it up, but it is a 1 sheet wonder all on its own, which we will get to this month yet. But today I'm going to be using this gorgeous cake print right here. It has that gold foiling in it. And then on the other side is a stripe. Now we are going to be using both sides of the paper. Like I said, we're going to be doing birthday and wedding, because I think these cakes are screaming wedding cakes, but gorgeous birthday cards as well. So we're going to put this in, and this is a directional print, so I want, when it's done, I'm going to be using this way, so I want my cakes to be that direction. So I am cutting this in strips that are 4 inches by 12. So there's one. And then here is one. Those 2 are going to be scored. This one I am going to cut at 5 1/4 and at 5 1/4. And we will be using that little piece as well. I think I'm going to cut it down though to, I believe it's 3 inches. Well, maybe I better wait on cutting that. So for this one, we're going to score. And our scoring is going to be at 3 inches, 4 inches, 5, 6, it's on my arm here, 7, 8, and finally at 9. And we're going to do the same to the other one, because the first 2 cards are going to be identical. We're just going to change up the sentiments. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I can see I forgot to put my extra paper out for my card bases. So I'm going to have to pull some of that. But that's all right, because then you can see exactly how they were all cut. I think I'm going to have pretty in pink. And I think I will have blueberry bushel. So So let me get that paper out. All right, so we'll start with the Pretty in Pink. We're going to cut this at 4¼ by 11. And then we're going to score it at 5½. All right. And then I'm going to need a piece of blueberry bushel. And I'm going to need this right here. I'm going to take that image and I need this one right here. So let me cut those out. We're just going to follow the cutting. It pretty much shows you where to cut. So I'm going to cut those out. And save all those because they're perfect for other cards. All right, so that's going to be on one of our cards. And then this piece here is going to be on the other one. So let me cut that. And I think I just need a little trim up on this because I can kind of see that other piece. So very slightly. All right, so now I'm going to cut a mat for these. Let's see, this was 5 by 3½. So I'm going to do 5 1/8 by 3 5/8. So I'll just have a little bit of that blue, the blueberry bushel. You can pull any of the colors from those balloons or the paper, but I like that blue. So that's going to be our mat. Now for the second one, where's my paper? I definitely want blue with that too, I think. So that probably should be cut the same. That's at 3 1/2, so we want 3 5/8. Make sure that I got my thing right. That's 5/8. So that was 5 1/8. This is 3 5/8. So get all our stuff cut and ready. Perfect. Love that. Maybe I want to switch that and put that on blueberry bushel card. Then I don't want the matted in blue. Let's see. I could mat it in Pool Party, or I could mat it with the Pretty in Pink. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one for the other one, for the second card. So 5 1/8 by 3 5/8. So I'm going to put that one on this one. I'm liking that. All right, so now we can create those two cards. So we already went ahead on our 4 by 12 and scored it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So now we are going to fold this, let me see, on those score lines. But you want to make sure that when you fold it over, that it is completely straight. And we're just kind of going to go back and forth with those score lines. Make sure that it is straight. So in, out, in, out. So you're kind of rick-racking them back and forth. Do a good burnish with that bone folder. get this straight here. All right, so you should have like this in the center. And then when you fold it up, you want that all nice and folded in there like that. Cute. Okay, so now I'm going to take some Pretty in Pink. This is 4 1/4 by 11. And we're going to score it at 5 1/2. And I'm going to take a pool party and cut that a minute, or not pool party, but blueberry bushel and cut that a minute for the second card. So that's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to score it at 5 1/2. Let's do the pink one first. So fold in half at that 5 1/2. Crease that. All right, then we're going to open that up. You're going to take your accordion fold You're going to put your adhesive, you can use liquid glue, tear and tape, whatever you like. So I have it on this section here. I'm going to line that up to the side here so that I have equal spacing top, side, and bottom. All right, now I'm going to fold that up, and I'm going to put my adhesive on this side. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to bring it over here and make sure that I have equal spacing to the sides, top and bottom, and adhere that. All right, so it should look like that when it's opened up. Now when you close it, you want your rickrack to kind of go in nicely when you fold it closed. All right, so that's how it should look when it's closed. So now for the front, we're going to take the balloons. We're going to make this one our birthday. And before I attach it, I'm going to stamp on that. I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday. And I'm going to use the Blueberry Bushel ink. And I'm going to stamp Happy. And then Birthday. Like so. And we're going to attach that to that blueberry bushel that we cut out. So we're going to have just a little bit of that blue going all the way around the sides. And now we can attach that to our card front. Yeah, let's see. Like that. Right, then we're going to take the party dots. Because I've already have the pool party, the blueberry bushel, and the pink, I think I'm going to go with the peach pie party dots. And I'm just going to place them on the front here. Like so. It's already a party. And then when you open it up, I'm going to, this is the pennant die that is part of the bundle. It's birthday celebrations bundle. I thought we could use that and maybe stamp on that. And then for the inside here, you could put another one if you like. So kind of like that. But I'm going to stamp on here with the blueberry ink again, blueberry bushel. And I'm going to stamp Happy Cake Day. So I'm going to come in with Happy. And then Cake. I think I got to clean off my cake. Let's see, where's my cleaning pad here? I know I just had it. Here it is. Clean off my cake ink. Happy Cake Day. And now I'm thinking I might take a cupcake die cut. This would be cute, but it's way too big. So let's see. I know there's a cupcake in here. I have a few cupcakes. You might be able to slip that on there, kind of off to the side. So I only want to put adhesive on this little side right here. And we're going to put that on there. Now for the inside here, I'm going to just leave that plain so you have a room to stamp your sentiment, write a sentiment. And this one I'm going to put on right in here, like that. So I only want to put adhesive just down this one edge. And we're going to kind of center that just like that. I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm debating whether I want this in there, or I've also went ahead and die cut some of the Countryside Corners dies, which I've been using a lot of, and I could put that in there. Uses a couple different die cuts. I'll save that one, and I will put this so it kind of coordinates. And you can also put one over here. I mean, there's lots that you can do. There's also a little, you could put that over there with, and get it, with this little balloon. That would be cute, kind of. But I really didn't want to cover up my cakes because I think my cakes are gorgeous. So totally up to you. There's so many die cuts. There's different ways that you can decorate. I'm kind of just showing you the one sheet wonder and the fun, different fun fold card. So this is going to be my stamping on sentiment. And then I do have, let's see, some little teeny flowers. Maybe I'll use this one that you can use on that, and I think that looks really pretty, so we'll put that on there. So yeah, you're gonna struggle with all the decorations that you can apply. And then when you close it, if you pull this, it should close nicely for you. But isn't that a fun birthday card? Just a different design. Love how that comes out. I wouldn't put any of the dots in it just because it's already kind of fat. And then with the dots on the front, you probably are going to need a little extra postage for this card. But just a cute, different way of having that card expand out. So that's card number one. Card number two, we're going to fold it the exact same way. So let me bring in my trimmer here. Let's get these stamps out of the way. So that was our birthday. Now these cakes to me are screaming wedding. So we're going to score this at 3. Open this up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, that's our scoring. So now we're going to go back and forth. Make sure you start out with it straight. All right. So back, just rick-rack back and forth on those score lines. And then when you do your final one, just make sure that it's lines up on the sides, at the bottom, and you should be good. Again, there's how that is, just rick-rack back and forth. This time we're going to go with the Blueberry Bushel cardstock, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Fold that in half. All right, open it up. Again, you're going to fold this closed. You're going to apply your adhesive of choice. Make sure my cakes are going in the right direction here. Adhere it to the side, top, bottom is all the same. Flip that over. Now, if you wanted to, just do your rick-racks the other way if you wanted the stripes showing. That would be pretty on that pretty in pink. I thought about doing that, but I really didn't want to cover up those beautiful cakes. So bring this over. Line that up just like that. All right, gorgeous. Okay, so for this one, after I did that last cut, I ended up with this little piece right here. This one is going to be a wedding card, and I love to do gift card holders for wedding cards. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches, and we're going to put it over on this side right here. So a little bit different than the first one. This is my only waste right here from that full 12 by 12. Not too bad. Now to make this a gift card pocket, you only want to put your glue along the outside edge and across the bottom. Now you could make this a birthday card too, but I'm going to do wedding for this one. And then we're going to put that across the bottom on this side right here. So it shouldn't interfere with our fold at all. And then I just got a scorecard or whatever, but it's the same size as what a gift card would be. And so that can go in there. And then for your sentiment pieces, you can go with the pennant like we did on the last one, or you can use those countryside corner die or any die shape that you have and put that in there. So this one is for writing on, so I'm going to leave that plain. Okay, we're going to put that in there. Now this one, I can either, I was supposed to die cut a smaller one because I was going to mat it. I might have to do that. You could do that, or you could do the Blueberry Bushel. Choice is yours. I need a smaller countryside corner die for that, but let's wait for that and we'll do the front. So make sure when it folds up that it folds as it should. Now for the front on this one, let's score that. We're going to use that paper I cut, this one right here. And then I cut a piece of the Pretty in Pink to mat this one on. And we're going to put that there. Now, because the bundle that coordinates with the paper is called the Birthday Celebration, and I want to make this a wedding card, I'm going to pull in a couple other stamp sets. So this one is called With You in Mind, and I thought that Best Wishes would fit perfectly on here. So let me grab that. And then for the inside, this one, Wonderful Thoughts. There's a sentiment in here I thought went great for wedding. So we're going to put this on our die cut. And now I just need a clear block for these. So Best Wishes. And then this one is our sentiment. So I'm using my grid here to make it straight, as straight as it can be for me. And I'm going to use the Blueberry Bushel ink again. Best Wishes. And I'm going to put that right there. And we'll attach that to our Pretty in Pink cardstock. Should have just a little bit of pink going around. And then we'll add this to our card front. Love those die cuts because it makes really quick card designs. And they're so pretty, especially with the gold foiling. All right, and then we'll add a few of the, what color? I'm still kind of drawn to that peach pie. And I think I'm going to add a couple like that. So there's the front. Now the inside. We got our gift card holder. We got our place for writing on. We are going to add a little flower image to decorate that. Put that on there. Now, I'm not going to die cut a smaller one, but you get the idea. You could mat a smaller one. I'm thinking I would do this. So the next size down and put that there. But I am going to leave it white, and I am going to use my Blueberry Bushel ink. And the sentiment is, ooh, good thing it's Blueberry Bushel on the other side. Here's my sentiment piece. Let's see, I have a pretty flower I can put at the top, so I'm gonna stamp it more towards the bottom. This is only filled with love. So if you want to know which I used again, whoops, I'll have the list under the video. It'll say show more. There'll be a list of all the supplies that I used. Isn't that gorgeous? So it's exact same kind of fun fold as the first card, but just changing the sentiments up, adding that gift card section. You got a whole different look. Love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so now when I put my adhesive, I only want to do it on this side so that I don't seal it shut. You have all these rick-rack places, so you could put more than one little die cut or sentiment piece in there. I'm just doing the one, and I'm going to place that in there, push it down. Isn't that gorgeous? I like having it in the center one because then when I pull, if I pull it, they come, the rick stays in the direction I want it to be in. Look at that. What a gorgeous wedding card. Love it. So that's card number 2. Then we have those 2 pieces that we cut left over. I am going to flip them over and use the other sides because I'm going to be using the gorgeous die cuts. So I need, my card base is going to be the Pretty in Pink. So I think I'm good with one of them being 4 1/4 by 11, which is what that is. Score it at 5 1/2. Okay, that will be for one of the cards. The other one is going to go in the opposite direction. Whoops. So I want that to be 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Score at 4 1/4. All right. And then I will need a piece for the inside for both of these. So the inside piece is going to be 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I should be good. So I'm going to fold my card base in half. We'll put the one aside because that will be the next one. We're going to take one of those pieces and we're going to just attach it to the front, just like that. Simple, simple. I know I'm covering up that gorgeous paper, but the die cuts from this paper bundle, paper specialty paper pack, are just gorgeous. Look at that with that gold foil. It's so pretty. So I'm going to put this on the front. We're going to pop that up. Now you could leave it flat, but I'm going to give it some dimension and pop it up. And I think I'll put one there, maybe there. I'm not going to go too dimensional happy. But this very simple, sweet, beautiful card. Then I took the Stylish Shapes dies and I took a happy birthday sentiment. Now this happy birthday sentiment came from the Beautiful Butterflies, which is, you have the option to get it free from me this month. It's on my customer appreciation. So if you'd like to know more about that and how you can get the Beautiful Butterfly stamp set for free, as well as a 12 by 12 paper pack, the Bloom Impressions, and then a 16 card PDF file with the beautiful butterflies and then the coordinating bundle. Make sure that you check my blog. There's a link under the video. So I already went ahead and stamped Pretty in Pink Happy Birthday using that stamp set. And then I thought I would either stay with the Pretty in Pink and put a little sash behind, or put the Blueberry Bushel and just give it that little pop of blue to bring that flowers down, which I think I'm going to do. I really think that looks pretty. So we're going to attach that like so. And then I'm going to pop that up as well. Because we already have this popped up, I'm avoiding the center and I'm just doing the outside edges. And I like the gold tie of the ribbon there, so I'm going to come down below that and kind of center that. I might even kind of slip that under there. Oops. Slip that under there ever so slightly. Look at that. And then take my scissors and just trim those ends. So pretty. And I think I'm going to come in with the pink on this one. And I think I'm going to just kind of do a few. And then maybe just not even do it on the sentiment, just like that. How pretty is that? Now for the inside, I have my pink for the, or my white for the inside. I am going to, let's see, we're gonna pick a die cut. There's so much you got to choose from. Here's some, oh, that's a bouquet. You got the balloon. This is like the one I'm used. Like I said, there's two of every die in the paper pack. So I could do a kind of like a trio of flowers maybe. Like that. There's even some leaves. Get creative. I know there's more leaves in here. Look at these cakes. So pretty. I don't know where my other leaves went to. Got some green ones. You get the idea. Look at, there's even gold. You can have gold coming out the sides. I mean, yep, you are gonna be like me and not know which to use next because they are so pretty. I'm just gonna put a few on here. Love die cuts with the paper. Love it. I'm thinking I want that green leaf. And maybe I'll just do one flower. I don't know. I think that pink is pretty too. It's hard to decide. Because this is going on the inside, I am keeping it flat, and then I'm gonna put, I might put that one there too. Why not? So pretty. Decorate your inside and your outside. All right, so it's ready to go on the inside. How pretty is that? Oh, this pack is screaming Glenda, I tell you that. Just because I love all those colors. So pretty, and that gold foil makes it pop. Okay, so for the next one, we have this piece here, and then I folded the, not yet, this time we're going to go with the 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2, because the card is going to be vertical. And we're going to put this on. So far, pretty much the same except for, or I should say, oh, I wanted the other one to go the horizontal on this. Well, that's okay. I can do it this way, or I can bring in my other piece. All right, so 4 1/4. See how you can just switch easy. If you like vertical, you can keep vertical. If you like horizontally, you can do it horizontally, but all right, so there we go. And I'll bring all the cards in when I'm done so you can see all the different. Now for this one, part of the product suite has this gold, very, I don't know what you would call this. It says it is gold, but you can see how it's almost like a netting. So this is the flower that I'm die cut that I'm bringing in, all right? And I thought it would be pretty. Let me see how this works. I don't know, I haven't done this. I'm gonna put some adhesive on the back side. We're gonna take this gold kind of netting, and I just want to kind of put this across the back side. And then I'll decide if it's too big. Maybe I don't want it to be straight, so then we're kind of working on its side. Like I said, I really haven't done it, so I'm just kind of seeing what we can do, what it looks like. But I like how it pulls out the gold. It just makes it really kind of fancy. And I think, let's see, which way do I want? Oh, I like it like that. I think I'm going to pop that up. So those dimensionals will kind of hold that all in place on the back side too. And I'm kind of just putting them wherever. I'm out of dimensionals on this, but we'll use those edges. They work just the same, they're just not the same shape, but nobody sees them. Alright, so we're going to peel these off. I kind of like that. I kind of like it like that, maybe. Does that look good? Make sure we're in the perimeter of the card. I like that. Okay, then I have another one of those strips. Now we could make this a different occasion. We could do another congratulations, wedding, birthday. I think I'm going to stick with the birthday because I think my ink, Pretty in Pink ink, is already on my happy birthday. So we'll go with that. And we'll stamp that. Pretty in Pink's a little light. And let's see, I kind of liked having the blue behind. Let me grab a little piece of blue and we'll do a little strip behind there. I like how that just makes that pop. And we'll put some dimensionals, we'll put them all the way on this side here. Maybe I'll do a little strip. Keep that to the side. And then if you want, you can put a little adhesive on the other side. And then I think I'll put it like that. And we'll trim this up. Got to stay within the perimeter here. So maybe we'll trim that side. And then we'll come in with our dots again. I don't want the pool party. I'm thinking the pink again. And maybe it will go off from the sentiment. Maybe just one on the sentiment in the corner here. And then for the inside, we're going to put our white. Like so. And then I think either we'll put, I don't think I want a balloon. I mean, you could. This is really pretty. You could stamp the Happy Cake Day on the inside. I think that's kind of pretty. We'll put that in the corner here. Happy birthday. And then on the inside, like I said, you could put Happy Cake Day. And you got your cake. What a pretty card. Very pretty. Like I said, this paper pack, you can't go wrong. It is just gorgeous. So from that 12 by 12, we've got these two cards with our leftover strip. And then we have the two fun fold. Now this one we made into a gift card holder, and it's a wedding card. And then this one is the birthday, and it opens up like that. So there you have your 4 one-sheet wonder cards featuring that Wildflower Specialty Designer Series paper, which again is part of my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club kit this month. If you need any of the supplies, under the video it says show more. Click on that more. It will bring the list of supplies that I used for these cards. If you would like to know more about my Stamp Camp at Home Card Club, there's a link under the video for that. You can check that out and subscribe if you so desire. But that is it for today. I do appreciate any and all orders. It's what keeps me coming back every week. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, click on the bell in the upper right hand corner so you always know when I go live. That is it for tonight. Thanks for stopping by.